joining our session today, and I hope that we will have a very fruitful discussion about speeches, about how to prepare, how to develop, and how to deliver a speech. And thirdly, I would like briefly to start with a review of our discussion, because our discussion is divided into two parts, two major parts. The first part that we have today is about developing how to write a correct speech, and then we will learn how to deliver, how to present our story, and while speaking in public. We will include certainly how to assess our memorable presentation. So, how to organize a speech. How to organize a speech and deliver confidently. To start, I would like with a quotation. It comes from my choice of keeping but one. I would unhesitatingly, in the quotation itself, it has just two words. We'll read it here. Of keeping but one, I would unhesitatingly ask to be allowed to keep the power that speaking is power. The ability of speaking. Okay? Well, okay, so about in public speaking. And so many of us are afraid of, at university or in our public life, we are occasionally asked to make some comments. And when we are in such situations, when we're asked to speak in public, for our friends, for our relatives, or for unknown people, a lot of people, what do you feel? Dangerous situations, stressful situations, nervous, that's right. What are our feelings? A lot of attention, so a lot of it is your external factor, negative feelings, right? Right, and now I suggest you, public, and how do they cope with those feelings? So please,
how do you deal with those feelings?
Help me to relax.
I feel fine, a little worried. I feel nervous and some discomfort.
I'm happy when speaking in public.
I feel some weird feelings and some fear, but I try.
It's public situation and I don't know. I understand that I must calm down, but it's not working sometimes, and just I think.
Speaking in public.
I'm never worried. Before speaking performance, I
Practice my presentation as much as possible.
When I asked to speak in public, I start to feel worried and anxious.
afraid of audience. Why? Why a person who speaks in front of me?
Fear, don't understand you.
A social animal. It is a social animal and it is a pack animal. And when I am standing just one person. American fears, again, emphasize Americans, but I don't think that the feeling of fear has nationalities. And look here, so data as of 2016. Public speaking. In the fear domain of personal fears, it is ranked second after the fear of reptiles, and it is above the fear of death. The fear of death. So people, by the way, about 85, I think that other 15% are lying, because it seems to me that it's. And what can we do? What can we do with it? What can we do with that feeling? Your attention. Just a moment.
My name is Donovan Livingston, and I came to address you in the best way I know how, but you have to forgive me. I have to take this moment in for a little while. When I spoke in my high school graduation several years ago, my high school English teacher threatened to replace me on the program or cut my microphone. Education, then, beyond all other devices of human origin, is a great equalizer of the conditions of men. Just infinite power, yet somehow you've never questioned the keeper of the keys, the guardians of information. Unfortunately, it transcends the confines of my own consciousness beyond your curriculum, beyond your standards. I stand here, a manifestation of love, dream deferred, incarnate, and a movement, an amalgam of memories America would care to forget. My past alone won't allow me to sit still, so my body, like my mind, cannot be contained. As educators, rather than raising your voices over the rustling of our chains, take them off, uncuff us, unencumbered by the lumbering weight of poverty and privilege, policy and ignorance. If you take the time to connect the dots, you can plot the true shape of their genius, shining in their dark, authentic frustration and enslavement to your standardized assessments. At the core, none of us were meant to be common. We were born to be comets, darting.
I'm not sure that I think that it was him who wrote his speech, at least very different from what this example of a speech, and I again emphasize the first reason was because this guy is almost of your age. Probably someone of you are going to graduate this year, who will educate you during all those years. It is called commemoration speech. Okay, thank you. Our discussion,
As you said earlier, he is same age with us, and when I look at him, I pride him. I want to listen, and yes, I want to text some his
phrases for our next session, and we will analyze this speech because it's audience is very beautiful. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
Very useful and interesting, and I want maybe at second time listen his speech